Hello, what's up and what's happening? Welcome to another Miles Dawkins 24/7 production, and today we're going to be talking about some NFL, and we're going to start with the Chicago Bears. Now later today, I'm going to be dropping a Madden 15 preview of the Chicago Bears and how I think they're going to be in Madden 15. But this one is strictly NFL 2014 preview of the Chicago Bears. Now, if you look at the schedule is definitely not easy, but it's also not the hardest schedule. Look at the schedule, they do have the Niners, but they do have the teams like the Bills and the Jets and the Dolphins on the schedule. Those teams could surprise a lot of people. To me, they are who we think they are, you know what I mean? But they do have the Niners, the Packers twice a year. They have the Panthers in week 5. They have the Patriots. They got to go to New England in week number 8. Of course, they got the Packers twice, the Vikings twice, Megatron and the Detroit Lions twice. So they definitely have some tough games on the schedule, but the schedule really isn't the hardest. It's not the easiest, so it's somewhere in the middle as far as difficulty is concerned. So they definitely have a realistic shot of maybe even winning the NFC North. Now, if we start on the defensive side of the ball, they did lose Julius Peppers, and that will suck. He's an athletic monster. He's an athletic freak. But if you look at who they replaced him with, they picked up Houston from the Oakland Raiders, a young guy who's athletically strong or gifted, if you will. He has a high motor. He can get after the quarterback, and with some more talent around him, maybe he could showcase his talents a lot better in Chicago than he did for Oakland. And of course, they picked up Jared Allen. I like that move. Now, a lot of people when that move happened, they're like, why would you pick up Jared Allen to replace Julius Peppers? Why not just sign Peppers? Well, Peppers is more of an athletic dude, and when your career is winding down, that's the first thing you lose is your athleticism. If you're a high motor guy, it's all about effort and strength and stuff like that. Well, your strength stays a lot longer than your athleticism does, and of course, if you're a high motor guy, you're just gonna be that way until you run out of gas, so to speak. And Jared Allen has been that his whole career. Jared Allen, he averages 11.5 sacks per game. I mean, not per game. Per season, and of course, he does have more total sacks than Julius Peppers. Peppers has somewhere, I believe, at 109, and Jared Allen has 128 sacks. So, production-wise, I think Julius Peppers is a solid guy, but he did not produce at the same level as a Jared Allen. And of course, I feel like even though both these guys ain't trying to stop the run no time soon, I feel like Jared Allen is better at stopping the run than Julius Peppers. Now, that linebacker core, they need to step up. When they lost Lance Briggs to retirement, not Lance Briggs, Lance Briggs got injured last year. They lost Brian Urlacher to retirement before the season. It really hurt them. They really didn't find a replacement for Brian Urlacher, so they're going to have to do that. They're going to have to find some young guys that can step in and fill that void. Lance Briggs, like I said, he got hurt. If he can come back healthy and he can be that leader, that emotional leader, and get somewhere in between 80 to 90, maybe even 100 tackles per game, that's going to help him, because again, this team struggled for stopping the run. If you remember in that NFC quote-unquote NFC North championship game, the Packers, they won that game on the arm of Aaron Rodgers, but it really helped their passing game as soon as Eddie Lacy got going. And when Eddie Lacy got going and the Bears couldn't stop him, well, then that passing game was going to be nearly impossible to stop because the Bears secondary isn't that good. Now, moving on to the offensive side of the ball, we all know about Brandon Marshall. He goes to the Pro Bowl every single year. He's a flat-out monster. You throw the ball up, he's coming down with it. He's a beast over the middle. He's a flat-out monster. You got Martellus Bennett. He's a beast. Maybe not a beast, but he's a very, very capable tight end over the middle. He has short hands and stuff like that. He's a willing blocker. He's a very, very good tight end. And of course, you had the man Alshon Jeffrey from South Carolina, had a flat-out breakout year last year. He did his thing. He was a flat-out monster. Both these guys, I mean, the Bears, they have the best duo at receiver with Brandon Marshall and Alshon Jeffrey. But to me, they need to run the ball. They need to give the ball to Matt Forte early and often. He had over 1,300 yards rushing on 296 carries. I feel like they can give him the ball a lot more. He had about 70 catches for 500 yards. So he had over 1,900 yards in total offense. So he is a very, very dangerous guy. And look at, come on, EA, what is this? Why, my goodness, why this? Anyways, man, I feel like if they get the ball to Matt Forte, then they could definitely do their thing in the NFC North, and who knows, maybe even win the division. But of course, to me, it all starts with the quarterback, and that's Jay Cutler. Jay Cutler, if you can protect the ball, I know you want to be that guy. He's a gunslinger, but if you can protect the ball and make better decisions, then I don't see why this team, even though they do have, a tough schedule, not the toughest, I don't see a reason why this team can't make it to the playoffs and can't win the NFC North, except for those cheeseheads in Wisconsin. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's my time. I hope you guys enjoyed it, though. I'm going to see y'all later. Hope the rest of your day is the best of your day, and I'm out. Peace. Hot sauce.